I'm Amy David. I am a clinical associate professor of supply chain management in the Krannert School of Management at Purdue University. The immediate supply issue with baby formula is a recall from one of the big manufacturers. There are only a couple of big manufacturers in the United States who make baby formula, and one of them had a problem with bacteria in their facility. However, the roots of the shortage go back much further than that, even pre-pandemic. We know that we don't have a lot of redundancy in a lot of our supply chains. Unfortunately, the profit motive, even in critical items like baby formula, has really squeezed a lot of flexibility out of the supply chain and redundancies so that you have one point of failure like this and there's no good backup and no way to quickly switch over to a plan B. Abbot is saying about 2 months before they're able to produce at full capacity again, but we know that manufacturing is not the only step in the supply chain, so we also have to think about whether there are constraints on freight and trucking, which we know there are right now coming out of the pandemic, as well as labor, which could affect both Abbot and the retailers. So it could be a couple more months before we really see product back on shelves nationwide. There are calls for the federal government now to step in, and there are a couple things that can be done to alleviate the issue. One would be to loosen restrictions on imports. The formula that we see from other countries, some of it is made the same way, but because the packaging is different and the regulations are different, it takes a little while to get approval to sell it in the United States. So the federal government can loosen that. They could also work with manufacturers of similar items to see if they could switch over to baby formula. And again, the FDA would need to get in there and approve that quickly.